Welcome to my optional tutorial session for 1.08 quiz scientific notation. I am very happy to see you guys join. Let's go ahead and get started. Question 1 has 3 varieties. I will go over each of the 3 varieties with you. Okay, joining Nearpod is optional. If you don't get a good grade on the ECFIT quiz, you can ask me to go back in Nearpod. I will look at it and I will adjust your grade if you are also in Nearpod and you send me an email. Email is necessary for me to know. I teach a lot of students. I will not be able to keep up with otherwise. Dallas, you cannot hear me? Jacqueline, Kathy, Andromeda, can you guys hear me? Nyla? Anybody else does not hear me? Let's see. We can tell Dallas you can hear me. Let's see. I can tell Dallas that she. Let's see.
You look familiar.
Yeah, I'm your last year's math teacher.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I recognize you. Okay.
Yes. Let's see. Dallas, check your speaker. I hope this message goes. Okay, let's go ahead get started. We want to write this number in scientific notation. Remember, scientists want to write down numbers in a way that will take less space and that numbers are readable. They will change this number in a way so that the first number is going to be a number between 1 and 9, and they will do times 10 and give it an exponent to make it like the actual number. Numbers like these that are small start with 0 because they are less than 1 will have a negative exponents. Small numbers will have negative exponents to show that they are the small numbers. How do I know the number is small? Because it is less than 1. Exponent is going to be negative. Well, the first number here is supposed to be a number between 1 and 9. Let's see where I can place my new decimal so that it is going to be a number between 1 and 9. Think about placing the decimal over here. Now that I say it is 7.65. Let me see, does it pass the test? It did pass the test. It is between 1 and 9. Right? It is between 1 and 9. 7.65 times 10. Let's check the exponent. How many places did I have to move? I have to move 2 places. I had to move 2 places. So the exponent is going to be -2. The answer to the question is going to be 7.65 times 10 to a power of -2. Kayla, question 1, part 1. Question 1, part 1. Let's see, I can type for Dallas. Dallas, keep trying. How can we help Dallas? If you guys have strategies, please type in the chat and let's help her out. Okay. Okay. If this was not your question 1, then your question 1 might look like this. Remember the purpose of scientific notation? Shrink the number so that it is manageable, readable, and understandable. Right? Kyler. On task, right? My tab, oh, Ronnie is giving some good feedback to Dallas. And here we are. So I'm going to have a number times 10. Is the exponent going to be negative? Very good. Exponent is going to be negative because this number is less than 1. The exponent is negative. I want a number between 1 and 9 over here. You guys are right. It's Vida and Andromeda, Kayla. This is going to become 9.3. This number is going to become 9.3. It can be 1 through 9, a number less than 10. It is supposed to be 1 or more, but less than 10. Okay. What is going to be the exponent? What is going to be the exponent over here? Exponent, Vida, is going to be a negative 11. Let's see. It looks like the right answer, Huria. Vida, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Negative 11 is correct. You guys are absolutely right. Scientific notation, you will say 9.3 times 10 to a negative 11 power. Let's look at question 1, variety 3. Some of you might have question 1 that looks like this. Some of you might have question 1 that looks like this. We want to write in scientific notation. Kyler, come up with the answer and let me know, right? We want the first number to be less than 10, grade 1 or more, but less than 10, times 10 to a power. Is the power going to be negative? Let me see, Huria. I agree, Huria. Power is going to be negative, Kayla. Yes, because the number is small. Excellent, Violet. And this first number here in the blank will be 1.3 because we want to have a number between 1 and 9. So we can place the decimal for 1.3. We can count how many places to the right we went. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exponent is going to be a negative 5. 1.3 times 10 to a power of negative 5. No, Andromeda? Also type, this is going to be the answer you type in the box. This is what you type in the box. This is what goes in the box. Okay, this is what goes in the box. If you don't know how to do the exponent, I have checked the quiz, right? If you don't know how to put the exponent, there is one key that says like this. There is a box and then there's a smaller box. If you click that, it will allow you to enter exponents. Okay. Is that right? Someone can verify? Kayla, Kathy, is that the kind of symbol you use for exponent in the quiz? Yes. Okay. Here we are. Question 2. The session is recorded in case anybody missed any part. Definitely the session is recorded. We can always go back. Question 2. This is the first variety. We want to write this number as scientific notation. And that means we want a number times 10 to a power. Is the power going to be a positive number this time? Yes, because it's a big number. This first number is going to be a number between 1 and 9. So I can place the decimal right here between 4 and 8 and make it 4.81. This is reasonable. It is a number between 1 and 9, 4.81. Dallas does not show exponent box. Dallas, for exponent box, you use this symbol. There is a box, Dallas, And then there's a tinier box. If you click this, the exponent will open up. You guys are saying the exponent is 14 or 13. Let's see, 12, 13, 14, 13. Okay, let's count. Let's count. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So then here we are for 11. Those of you say 11. Then those of you who say 12. Then this is 13. There's actually 13 places we moved. This is what goes in the answer. 4.81 times 10 to power of 13. Is it 12? It's 13. Huya? 3 zeros, 6 zeros, 9 zeros, 12 zeros, and then 8. 13. Right? Just in case if you're wondering. There are multiple ways you can check. Now, Dallas is a little confused with this power. Dallas, click this in the keyboard and then put in a 13. Put in 10. Then click this in the keyboard and then put a 13. The 13 will go inside here in this box. Okay, let's go move on. Here we are. Let's write it as scientific notation. Remember, for scientific notation, we will have a number between 1 and 9. Times 10. Positive exponent or negative? Exponent is positive. This is a big number. Positive. Very good.
The number times 10?
Yeah? But let's figure out that number. This number in the blank is gonna be less than 10. 1 or more, but less than 10. Vida says 3.92. Kayla says 3.92. Yes, absolutely. Let's do 3.92. We cannot have 10 or more, but we can have less than 10. This is 3.9. That works. How many places was the decimal moved? Power of 10, Andromeda. Kayla says 12. Violet says 12. What more answers do we have? Power is 13. Let's count. Dallas, hold on. I have an answer for you. This is 3, 6, 9, 12. We moved 12 places. Okay. Dallas needs help finding out how she will put the 12, exponent of 12. Is there anybody in our class who's willing to share their screen of the quiz? Look at Joycelyn. You are so wonderful. Joycelyn says click shift and then click the number. Aiden, share your screen. You open the quiz, Aiden. Do you have the quiz on your online school? Are you taking the quiz as you are in class? Yes? Go share your screen. We will show, Joycelyn has a good idea, but we will still show Dallas that symbol. Dallas, are you here? Dallas, are you listening? Aiden is going to share. Aiden is going to share his quiz. We're going to show you the particular symbol. Everybody noted I was thinking to embed in the quiz, but I was like, well, you guys are so smart. I don't need to embed it. It's being a little weird, Dallas. Let's see. Let's see Aiden's screen. Here is Aiden's screen. Let's approve it. And Aiden is showing us which one to click. Dallas, you don't have this one? See? Aiden has the cursor on it. What does this say? It says, the rest of you taking the quiz, did it look like the right symbol? It was in the first row. Yes? Perfect, perfect. Aiden, thank you for sharing. Dallas, I would still say stay in class. Please, we will look at what you see in the quiz. Okay, you will send me pictures of your quiz questions. I will see. It's not possible for the quiz questions to be different. Here is probably the third variety of question 2. This is the third variety of question 2. I will write as a scientific notation. I will have a number times 10 to a power. The power is going to be positive. Well, what is going to go in the blank? The blank will have a number 1 or more, but less than 10. Joycelyn says the number is... Okay, Rajani. I paused. Absolutely, Andromeda. We will do that. Andromeda is willing to share the screen. We want a number that's between 1 and 9. So we put a decimal here and we can say, well, the number is going to be 9.65. What is going to be the exponent? Very good, Maria. I agree to you. Exponent, Nina, 14. Elizabeth, 14. Nina, check your schedule. Do you see I have scheduled you for a math class, Nina? If not, send me an email. I think they recently added you to my class, Nina, but you probably might not be in a math class with me. If you were in a previous math class, Nina, let me know which class period what it was. I can put you in the same one. But let's do something about it. You should be in a math class. I'm not sure if you are in my math class right now. Okay, look at the exponent. You guys are saying exponent is 14, and that is true. See, this is 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Exponent is 14. Nina, send me an email. If you had a previous math class, what it was. If you've never been in a math class, send me that. I will see where I can place you. Look at your schedule, see where you have room, period 1 through 5, and I can place you. Right, Nina? You're missing some math classes. Question 3. Question 3. Are you guys ready? Again, to do with some... this time we are looking at decimal form. We are looking at decimal form. We are looking at the regular number. Okay. I'm going to give you some really beautiful hints over here. The number they gave us in scientific notation is 5.63. Then they want to say it is going to be times 10 to a power of -6. When this power is a -6, the power is a -6, right? -6 is going to make the number smaller. Violet, excellent. -6 is going to make the number smaller. -6 tells you to go to the left. The decimal goes to the left. Okay, power is -6, decimal goes to the left. Elizabeth, excellent. Vida, Violet, very good. Let's see how it will look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is where the decimal goes. And I will put in zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I added 5 zeros. So the new number becomes something like this. There's 0 point, then there's 5 zeros. I will space out a little. You see now 5 zeros, and then 563. It's always a good idea to space the numbers in threes. That's how mathematicians do it. Let's try one more. You want to give me answer in decimal form, right? Give me answer in decimal form. The power is -8. Let's get started. 8.61. Very good, Elizabeth. Keep in mind, exponent is a -8. Negative means going to the left. Negative means the decimal is going to the left. How many places? 8 places. Let's take it 8 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's where the decimal goes. All these going to be filled with zeros, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 zeros, and then there's 861. 6 zeros, no, Rajane. The power is 8. -8. Right? Very good. That's going to be 7, right? So if I'm going to write it nice and neat so other readers can read, I'm going to go by 3s. I'll say 0 point. These are 3 zeros. Another 3 zeros. See, space it out a little so readers can read. And then one more 0. Now I know these are 7 zeros. Very good. And then 861. 8, 6. This is another triplet, and then one a little further away. Always group numbers in threes. That's how good mathematicians write down really long numbers in groups of threes. Okay. Question 3, another variety is right over here. This time, the exponent is -7. Let's do that. 8.49 Very good, Elizabeth. And we move -7 means moving the decimal to the left side 7 spaces. Absolutely, Regina. Absolutely. Okay. And then we're going to go 7 places. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here is 7. That's where the decimal should go. Fill in the other spaces with zeros, and we will write in the numbers to see how the new number will look like. Okay, let me rewrite the number. So the number will look like this. I'm going to start with 0 point. There is supposed to be 6 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, and then 849. Any questions so far? Let me know before we move on. Kyler, I'm so proud of you. I think everything is making sense to you guys, right? Question 4 will also have 3 varieties, and I'm going to show you the first variety of question 4. Now you want the decimal form or you want a regular number. This time, power is positive. Let's see how we will handle a positive power. 4.9. we move to the right side because the number is going to be actually bigger. We move the decimal to the right side, 8 spaces to the right side. So here we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good, Elizabeth. Very good. We fill in these with zeros. We fill in with zeros. And we will rewrite it. Do you want, Thomas, extra credits? But you're not in Nearpod. You just joined Nearpod. I'm going to check how many slides you were in Nearpod. If you've done the entire Nearpod with me, don't even worry about the quiz. Thomas, that's for you. Anybody else? If you're a point away from a perfect score and you want it, and you are in Nearpod, you attended the class, let me know. I am here to help. Right? So I'm going to rewrite this number and let's put some commas. There's going to be a comma over here. There's going to be a comma over here. So let's see. I have here 490 million. Million means 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? Yes? Numbers are too big, so I'm trying to be very careful. Yes? Okay. Let's go move on. The next exponent says is the exponent of 6. 10 to a power of 6. Supposed to be a nice manageable number this time. 7.053. Exponent of 6 is supposed to make it big by 6 places. To the right. Very good, Elizabeth. That's what I think I am also going to get. I move this decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is where the decimal is supposed to go. And we can fill in these spaces with some zeros. So this number will look like this. We'll have a comma. This will also become a comma. Okay, we don't have to rewrite it. 7,053,000. 7,053,000. Yeah. That's how we can write it. Let's look at the final question, final variety for question 4. This is supposed to be a really large number. Exponent is 12. It's going to be a really large number. But we can do it. 3.23. I know a positive exponent is supposed to make, oh wow, Elizabeth, is supposed to make it big. I'm going to go to the right direction by 12 spaces, right? So let's see. I moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My mouse doesn't even allow me to go all the way. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. This is the new decimal. I'm going to fill in some zeros. And we will put some commas. Make sure you're going to go a little carefully with this. I have already received emails from you guys. Miss said, allow attempts. We didn't count the zeros correctly. Okay, so we can put a comma over here. So it's readable, comma over here, and a nice comma over here. And this is going to be 1,000, million, billion, trillion. 3 trillion, 23 billion. Big number, Elizabeth Violet, right? Yes, it's big number. Okay. Let's move on to question 5. I'm going to be honest, question 5 is a little weird. That's not how normally we look at these kind of numbers in 8th grade. But because they want to show you, we will look at it. Okay. When this is the question, I can rewrite it in something that you have seen in my class. Look at the number. The number is 1.46. The number is 1.46. Then instead of saying times 10 to a power of -6, they said e to a -6. Okay, e is exponent of 10, right? This is another way to say it, 10 to an exponent of -6. But this is how the question looks like. And we want standard form. We want in regular number. We want standard form. Exponent is -6. -6. Negative exponents make our numbers smaller and decimal moves to left side. Everybody give it a try. See how that will look like. Yes, Elizabeth, that's how it will look like. So decimal moves 1 place, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 0, point, and we just add some zeros. And I'm going to rewrite it so you are very clear about how the number should look like. Very good, Violet, Vida. So it's going to be 0 point. There's going to be 5 zeros, right? Exponent to 6, so there's going to be 5 zeros. Really, Dallas? 1, 2, 3, space it out, 4, 5, and then 1, 4, 6. Dallas, send me a picture of your quiz questions along with your answers. I will give you individual feedback. Okay, Dallas? I will look at your work. I'll give you individual feedback. That's not going to be a concern. Don't worry about the grades, and I will help you with that as long as you are going to share your work with me and I know what you are thinking and what's the right way, what you're thinking going to be the right answer. I'll grade you. It happens. Okay, let's go move on to look at the second variety of question 5. I will rewrite this question like this. This says 3.82, so I will say 3.82. E means exponent, right? And a positive exponent. Times 10 to a positive power of 7. Well, you guys know how a positive power will work. It will make a number big. Oh, I didn't put the 3. It's 3.82. Exponent is 7. Elizabeth, very good, dear. Very good. This decimal is supposed to move to the right side 7 places and makes the number big. Let's do that. So the decimal moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here is the new decimal going to be. Fill in the spaces with some zeros. And we will rewrite it, right? So we can see. Very good, Rita, very good. I think I'm not going to have to rewrite it because it's going to be nice, easy. So 3 zeros, put a comma. 3 zeros. Did I do it right? 7. This is 5. I'm going to have to rewrite it. I cannot add a comma. It's not going to be nice and neat. So I'm going to have something like no Andromeda, you have something extra. I think it is going to be 38, comma, 238,200,000. That's what I think. Let me know if you don't agree. Why Andromeda? Notice 2 decimal places are used here, and we need 5 zeros. We need 5 zeros. Altogether, exponent is going to make 7. Very good, Kyler. Final question for the quiz is right here. Let's write this in a scientific way that we have learned in class. 5.93. E to a power of -5 means 10 to a power of -5. I'm very proud of you, Rajane. Very good. 10 to a power of -5 will make this small by 5 places to the left. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 places. This is the decimal going to be. Let's rewrite the numbers. So the number is going to be 0.40593. Let's write it. 0. There are 4 zeros. So 1, 2, 3. And I'd like to write a little space here so everybody in class can understand. Then 0, 5, 9. Again, it's a group of 3s. And I move the 3 right here. This is going to be the number. Very good, Violet. This answers all the questions of the quiz. Nicholas, Aiden, how did you do? We will pause the